Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In a shocking metamorphosis, Gabe Brown, the son of Sister Wives actors Kody and Janelle Brown, disclosed his remarkable 75-pound weight loss. Growing up in one of the most well-known polygamous houses on reality TV, Gabe has been a part of the Brown family's public journey since he was a little child. Kody's marriage to Mary, Janelle, and Christine in the early 1990s marked the beginning of the family's history. After Janelle and Kody separated in 2022, Gabe and a number of his siblings became estranged from their father. The death of Gabe's brother Garrison, who was mentioned in Sister Wives Season 19, devastated him in March 2024. Gabe recently shared images of his physical makeover on social media via @Reality4Life. To record the before and after of his transformation, he created a collage out of two images. One image was a selfie taken in the toilet of Gabe without a shirt before to his metamorphosis. Gabe's second after picture was taken at a gym where he flaunted his new, muscular body by flexing his arms while sporting black shorts and a white tank top. Gabe used lyrics from Drake's song Headlines to caption it, saying, "They said I fell off. Oh, I needed that." After the devastating loss of his brother, Gabe's weight loss of 75 pounds represents a significant turning point in his emotional journey. Gabe has been candid about how much the loss affected him, and the two were quite close. By concentrating on his health and fitness, Gabe had something constructive to cling to during such a trying period. His metamorphosis demonstrates both emotional and physical fortitude. Even in the face of severe sadness, Gabe has made a concerted effort to recover, develop, and keep going forward with the help of his mother, Janelle. Gabe's choice to prioritize fitness and health appears to be a coping mechanism for the loss of his brother Garrison. Gabe was devastated by the loss because the brothers were known to have a close relationship. He may be feeling more in charge of his weight loss quest while simultaneously paying tribute to Garrison's legacy in his own unique way. There is more to Gabe's before and after pictures than just a physical transformation. They demonstrate his dedication to creating a better, more healthful existence. Even while loss still plays a role in his life, Gabe's development demonstrates love, strength, and the potential for personal development. After the Sister Wives Season 19 finale, Gabe Brown shocked fans by losing weight. The heartache of losing Garrison and issues with his father, Kody, were among the difficult times that viewers witnessed him go through. These incidents forced Gabe to seek therapy and turn to his loved ones. To further demonstrate his desire to change things, he chopped off his long hair in order to donate it. Supporters of Gabe's path of recovery and development applauded him for his fortitude and the improvements he's making in his life. All of the Brown children have grown up right in front of Sister Wives viewers. When this show began, they were just children, but now they are grown-ups. We witnessed the general growth and development of the children, many of whom were even born on the show. Gabriel, the son of Kody and Janelle, was likewise raised in front of the lens. Fans witnessed his development into a loving man, but his recent metamorphosis astounded everyone. Gabe's incredible weight loss journey left us all speechless. Gabriel posted breathtaking images of his journey of change on social media. The 23-year-old posted a couple images to his Instagram stories on Monday, June 9th, and they went viral right after. Fans were astonished and lavished him with compliments for his diligence and commitment. It was obvious that Gabriel actually worked on his body to accomplish his objective. He also discussed the reasons behind his physical transformation decision. Gabe Brown also received a new hairstyle from Sister Wives. Fans of Sister Wives are smitten with Gabriel Brown's new appearance. A while back, Gabe's mother, Janelle Brown, posted a touching video to Instagram that revealed how he hacked off his long, shoulder-length hair. He gave it away. People applauded the considered act, stating that it was obviously something he learned from his generous mother. Gabe and his siblings also went out to lunch for sushi. Fans praised him and adored his new hairstyle. Sister Wives, Gabriel Brown's amazing metamorphosis astounds. On his Instagram stories, Gabe posted a picture of his transformation journey from before to after. The amount of effort Gabriel has put into his body has impressed his fans. The first of the two images he posted was a selfie taken using an old bathroom mirror. He had no shirt on in it. It is evident that he has gained a significant amount of body fat around his belly. He was obviously unhappy with the way he looked, and he had a belly pouch. He included another picture of himself in a gym setting, wearing a white tank top with that one. The picture was taken recently. He had clearly put on a lot more muscle and was flexing his arms. Gabriel's weight loss metamorphosis was evident from the way his triceps and biceps pumped in that picture. In addition to losing the excess weight, he also put on muscle. Thus, it is evident that he engaged in bodybuilding exercises and worked out in the gym. In addition, Gabe disclosed that he shed almost 75 pounds. He went on to say that he was inspired to work on his body after hearing that he looked wrong. In order to become the finest version of himself, he worked on himself and acknowledged everyone who made comments about his appearance. His metamorphosis astonished fans, who lavished him with compliments in the comments area. Many even thanked him for his efforts and posted his photos on their profiles. To their joy, Gabriel just revealed that he appeared in the show. In addition to him, people were lately impressed by Christine and Mary's weight loss journey. Janelle, Gabriel's mother, is also working on her body. For many years, Sister Wives was a cultural phenomenon that offered a close-up view of a contemporary polygamist family attempting to balance love, faith, and practicality in a society that didn't fully get them. The Brown family was presented as trailblazers when Sister Wives debuted on TLC more than 15 years ago, revealing the practice of plural marriage and welcoming America into their living room. Longtime watchers, however, are now reflecting with resentment and a profound sense of betrayal. The start of disillusionment. Many fans claim that what started out as curiosity has now become disenchantment. They now assert that the narrative they thought they were witnessing was a meticulously staged smoke and mirrors show. And those at the heart of that story, particularly Kody Brown and Robyn, his fourth wife, are being accused of conniving for control, compassion, and notoriety. When it helps her, Robyn cries. The secrets of Kody are still kept by Mary. Furthermore, nobody is citing Robyn's actual actions. One irate viewer said, "They're still defending the lie." Suki then discusses them on the Sarah Fraser show as though they are misunderstood saints, as though our perceptions are incorrect. What we see is what we see. We have been observing for years. It's not editing either. It's not a trick of the show. It's who they have proven themselves to be. These aren't only petty grievances from bystanders. These are the opinions of readers who have been following the story for years and who believe they have been purposefully misled. The fissures that become canyons. Ignoring the increasing dysfunction grew more difficult with time. When Kody appeared to put Robyn and her kids before the rest of the family, what had started as a united front started to fall apart. Real-time viewers witnessed the transformation of emotional distance into physical separation. Mary, Janelle, and Christine were the first three wives to drift away or leave completely. The women weren't the only ones affected emotionally. Even the kids, who were formerly a major part of the show's appeal, began to show signs of stress, and some of them even stopped talking to Kody at all. If a cohesive plural household had existed, it was no longer believable to many fans. A performance that was too long? Sister Wives has long outlived its intended purpose, according to some viewers who are now clamoring for the show's cancellation. The show's emotional openness, which originally made it captivating, is now perceived as a facade. We were duped by an idiot. They treated us like idiots and lied to us in order to further their own agenda. One reply summed up a growing mood within the fan base. Period. Others believe that the illusion was prolonged in part by the production itself. There was no motivation to expose the layers of dishonesty as long as the ratings remained high. Rather than being authentic, the so-called plural family narrative was maintained for the sake of audience retention. A host who is uncooperative? The way the show handles its tell-all episodes is another element that has agitated the fan base. Longtime viewers remember Tamron Hall, the former presenter, pressuring the actors to be honest, only to be replaced. Reviews of current host Sukanya Krishnan, also known as Suki by her admirers, have been conflicting. Some believe that she is afraid of losing her job, which is why she is reluctant to ask the difficult questions. Others, however, are beginning to see a change. Suki seemed to be pushing through at last. One observer observed, "She's not backing down and is asking questions that he and Robyn don't want to answer." I believe the end is near, and the producers no longer feel the need to indulge them. There is still suspicion, though. The performance may go on as long as Robyn stays silent and avoids talking about unpleasant things, and as long as Kody still likes to be in the spotlight, but fewer people will be watching. Since it's just her and Kody against everyone, Robyn won't open up. She doesn't disclose anything to anybody outside of their home. One commenter pointed to deeper problems that followers feel have been ignored for far too long. She has a shopping addiction and God knows what else. The viewer's conclusion. Now, reality TV isn't the only factor. It has to do with trust. And that confidence is betrayed for a lot of fans. The prevailing sentiment is one of exhaustion, of having been emotionally immersed in a plot that never really resembled reality, even though some people are still hopeful that the series will regain its feet. The network will decide whether Sister Wives will continue or end. However, there is broad agreement among the audience that the veil has been lifted and they are not happy with what they have seen. For years, Gabe Brown was one of the quieter figures in the swirling chaos of the Sister Wives universe, often overshadowed by the explosive dynamics between his father Kody Brown and the four wives who once defined the plural marriage that captivated millions. But Gabe, the son of Janelle and Kody, was always present in the background, the thoughtful, quiet young man who seemed to carry the emotional burden of the family's unraveling more deeply than most. Now, in a stunning, head-turning transformation that's taking fans and family members by surprise, Gabe has stepped forward to share something deeply personal, a 75-pound weight loss journey that is not just physical, but symbolic of everything he's been through, endured, and chosen to shed, both figuratively and literally. The reveal was made quietly at first, a photo posted to a small circle of friends, followed by a social media upload that was instantly flooded with shocked reactions. Gabe, looking lean, healthy, and radiating a kind of hard-earned peace, has become unrecognizable from the emotionally withdrawn teen fans saw struggle during the pandemic, when his relationship with Kody was all but destroyed over the patriarch's strict COVID rules. His new look is not just about diet and exercise, it's a visual declaration of independence, a metaphorical middle finger to a father he once accused of abandonment, and a beacon of resilience for every viewer who wondered if the kids of the Brown family could ever come out stronger from the chaos of plural family implosion. It all started subtly, months ago, when Gabe began dropping off the family radar. While his brother Garrison was more vocal on social media, proudly displaying his life away from Flagstaff and clashing openly with Kody, Gabe kept a lower profile, even as insiders whispered that he had gone through a deeply emotional period following the fracture of the family and the tragic loss of emotional connection with his dad. Viewers painfully recall the episode where Gabe wept on camera, confessing that Kody forgot his birthday and that the betrayal cut so deeply, he didn't even want to mend things. That heartbreak turned into something else, motivation. According to sources close to the family, Gabe began to focus on himself. He didn't do it to impress anyone, one insider reveals. He did it because he was tired of feeling invisible. With the cameras turned off and most of the Brown children seeking normalcy, Gabe started making quiet but radical lifestyle changes, cutting back on processed foods, quitting late-night binge eating, which reportedly became a coping mechanism during the family breakdown, and joining a local gym in Arizona under a fake name to avoid being recognized. Gabe's transformation didn't happen overnight. It was fueled by long walks in the Arizona sun, therapy sessions to deal with unresolved resentment toward his father, and, in a surprise twist, the support of some unexpected allies, namely his mom Janelle, and even Christine, who has grown closer to Janelle's kids since leaving Kody. Christine would call and check in on him, a family friend shares. She's not even his biological mom, but she was more present than Kody ever was. That meant a lot to Gabe. The breakthrough moment, however, came when Gabe looked in the mirror and realized that the body he was in didn't match the inner strength he had built over the past year. He didn't want to carry his pain physically anymore. This weight, he allegedly told a close confidant, isn't just about food. It's about feeling unwanted. It's about being the son who didn't matter. I'm done carrying it. And so began the most personal and private transformation of his life. Now, months later, the result is jaw-dropping. Gabe, once known for his quiet sadness and disheveled hair, now walks taller, smiles easier, and looks visibly renewed. His face is slimmer, his posture more confident, and the emotional baggage seems to have lifted along with the pounds. In new photos that have begun circulating online, fans barely recognize him. Not because he looks like a different person, but because he finally looks like the version of himself who isn't carrying the weight of generational dysfunction. Dressed in athletic wear, with a strong jawline and clear skin, Gabe looks every bit the empowered young man the Browns never saw coming. But this transformation has stirred more than just compliments. It's reawakened deep wounds within the family, particularly for Kody, who allegedly found out about Gabe's journey the same way everyone else did, through social media. And sources claim he didn't like what he saw. Kody is not thrilled. One insider explains bluntly. He feels like Gabe's transformation is a direct statement against him. And you know what? It is. Gabe hasn't just changed his body. He's made a statement that he's no longer willing to be the forgotten son. The tension between Gabe and Kody has only intensified since the pandemic rift. Fans remember Gabe's tearful confession during season 17 when he said Kody didn't even call him on his birthday, a betrayal so painful it fractured their bond for good. Since then, Gabe has allegedly distanced himself from his father completely. He doesn't take his calls. He doesn't go to family events if Kody's there. He's done, the source says. Janelle has remained supportive, though conflicted. She wants her son to heal, one source explains, but she's still trying to co-parent with a man who isn't emotionally available to her kids. It's a mess. Fans, however, are rallying behind Gabe with overwhelming support. Reddit threads and fan pages are ablaze with praise for his transformation, with many calling it inspirational, heartbreaking, and a power move against the dysfunction of the Brown family legacy. Comments like, "He's finally free," and "This is what healing looks like," are flooding the internet, proving that Gabe's story isn't just a personal victory. It's become a symbol of hope for every child who's ever felt ignored, undervalued, or unseen by a narcissistic parent. His weight loss journey, while remarkable in itself, has become the latest emotional turning point in the Sister Wives saga, reigniting conversations about how deeply Kody's decisions have affected his children, particularly the boys, who've often been overshadowed by the wives' more public drama. And it's not just fans taking notice. TLC insiders are reportedly scrambling to pivot the narrative of the upcoming Sister Wives season to include Gabe's transformation. They can't ignore it, a production assistant says. It's too big. The story writes itself. The quiet son rises from the ashes of his family's wreckage and becomes the most compelling character of all. While Gabe has not confirmed if he'll appear in the new season, rumors are swirling that producers are begging him to participate, even offering him a solo spin-off focused on wellness, generational trauma, and self-reinvention. They see dollar signs, the source adds. But Gabe isn't motivated by fame. If he does it, it'll be to tell his story, not to please the network. Meanwhile, Kody's response has been, unsurprisingly, defensive. A leaked text allegedly sent to a family group chat shows Kody calling the public praise for Gabe a smear campaign and accusing some of his children of turning fans against him for clout. But the reality is hard to deny. While Kody spirals publicly, Gabe is rising. Janelle, ever the diplomat, is trying to stay out of the fray, but her recent Instagram posts, filled with praise for her kids and thinly veiled jabs about raising resilient sons, make it clear where her loyalty lies. Christine, too, has thrown her support behind Gabe, calling him one of the strongest young men I know during a recent live Q&A. Even Mary, who is often aloof in family matters, has reportedly reached out to Gabe privately to offer encouragement. So, what's next for the newly transformed Gabriel Brown? Sources say he's planning to attend a wellness retreat this summer, possibly even co-hosting a men's healing event centered around trauma, fitness, and self-worth. He's thinking long-term now, one source says. He wants to study psychology, maybe even get certified as a life coach. He's learned so much, not just about fitness, but about emotional health, and he wants to help others. And fans are ready to follow wherever he goes. Gabe, once in the background, has become the beating heart of a larger conversation about healing, about standing up to generational dysfunction, and about reclaiming your story when no one else sees your worth. As one fan put it, he didn't just lose weight, he lost the shame they put on him. And what he gained in return? Peace, power, clarity. You can't measure that in pounds. Gabriel Brown's story is far from over. But one thing is certain, he's no longer the boy who waited for his father to show up. He's the man who showed up for himself, and in doing so, changed the narrative of sister wives forever.